In this video, I'm going to show you how to add titles and labels to your axes in a Desmos graph. So I've already entered some data so that you don't have to watch me enter all of these. And the data that I entered is sort of made up, but it's kind of representative of daily high temperatures in San Diego. The weather's pretty mild here. So I've got 10 days, and then over here are the daily high temperatures, or about what daily high temperatures might be. So remember, I don't see the dots of these points. So in order to see them, I'm first going to hit this little magnifying glass over here, which will zoom the points so that they show up. And that's a pretty nice look at my graph, but I want to see the axes, and I also want to label them, and I want to give my graph a title. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the view by clicking on this little wrench here. That brings up my graph settings. And then I want to see that x-axis, which means I have to move my y-axis down a little bit. And if I just move it down to 0, I don't quite see it. So I'm just going to go a little bit below 0, like say -5. And now I can see here's my x-axis. And then I want to give it a label. And since these x values represent days, I'm just going to type day here. So that represents the day. And then my y values represent temperature. So I'm going to type in temperature. And now I've got the label over here for temperature and the label over here for day. And you know what? Let's move that up just a little bit. I'm going to move this down to -10. Now I can see my axis label a little bit better. So I like that pretty well. The only thing I don't like is I want my title to go up here. So I'm going to move this down a little bit. Let's maybe make this go up to 80 and see if that gives me a little more room. That's better. And now I'm going to just click on that wrench so that goes away. And now I'd like my title to go right about here. So maybe I want the center of my title right about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a point here. And the coordinates for this point, if I come down, I can see the x coordinate is 6. And then the y coordinate would be over here at 76. So I'm going to come over here and just type 6,76. I put that in parentheses. That tells Desmos that I want that to be a point. And so now you can see I've got a point here, but I don't want a point. I want a label. And so I'm going to click label there in that little box, and then I'm going to type in the title of the graph. So daily high temperatures in San Diego. And then I don't really want the dot there. I just want this to be centered there. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to click on this blue dot. See how this dot is blue? So the color here will be the same as that dot. And I'm just going to click on that. Now the dot goes away and I've got my title. So here's my title, daily high temperatures. And then my axes are labeled day and temperature. I hope that helps you with the assignment that we are, or any assignments really that we're graphing, where we want to have a title and have our graphs labeled.